Glory, all glory, all praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, God of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. This is Bashar coming in, Sabbath morning, Sabbath afternoon. Today's lesson is going to be titled Enduring Afflictions, Gold is Tried in the Fire. Okay? And I'm going to just get started right off with the scripts, and then I'll do, the explaining. Let the scripts talk first. So this is Psalms chapter 34, verse 19. I'll read it wrong. Psalms 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Right. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Okay, and it's self-explanatory. You feel me? And living in this righteous state of mind, you know what I'm saying, is being, part of the pre-chosen elect. You know what I'm saying? That 144,000 men, women, and children. We all have our daily, trials and tribulations, our daily woes. You feel me? The things that we go through on a daily. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can be built up to, you can be built up in this life, or you can be knocked down. You know what I'm saying? Torn down, which is it's not all for naught or all for the worse or anything. It's really all for the better, because that's what Yahweh Shah, he does to his servants. You know what I'm saying? He chastises them. You know what I'm saying? He gives you here a little, there a little. You know what I'm saying? He takes here a little, there a little, and it's all to keep you humble. You know what I'm saying? To keep you humble in his word. Because we all know, you know what I'm saying, for the love of money, that's the root of all evil. We all know what riches have done, even to the men of old, and then to the younger men of now, the older men of now in this generation. You feel me? And not to say that, you can't have all them things, you know what I'm saying? You can't have, a good amount of money or anything, because that's your blessing, you feel me? That's your lot. But at the same time, Yahweh Shah puts us through these afflictions as being righteous. It's to humble us and to build us up as the elect, you know what I'm saying? Because when these days come, it ain't gonna matter about how much money you got, or how much, you know what I'm saying, how big your house was, or, you know what I'm saying, how big your family is, none of that, or who you know, or you should know. If you don't know Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah in these days to come, these days of vengeance, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna have nothing out here. That's all he's doing, man. He's humbling us up, building us up, physically, mentally, and spiritually, through the Spirit, through his Spirit. That's why it even says he keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. So he ain't gonna never put you through nothing that you can't get through. You feel me? He ain't gonna never put too many burdens on your back to where you lose everything. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's basically like a workout. You know what I'm saying? You keep pushing yourself. You want to do 25 reps today, then 30 reps tomorrow, then 35 reps to the next day. You want to get bigger and stronger every time, because all it's doing is strengthening you. You feel me? And that's what Yahweh Shah does. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to get bigger and stronger every time, spiritually, mentally, and even physically. You feel me? Because all it's doing is strengthening ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because we're the Lord's army. Evil shall slay verse 21. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. And that's going into, you know what I'm saying, these other nations. Because yes, they have self-hate for us. Especially Edomites, you know what I'm saying? We know that. They have that hatred for us. Shown that over the years many times. From the times of our first captivity from them to the times of our last captivity of them, which is now. You know what I'm saying? They have hatred for it. We see what they doing to, you know what I'm saying, the Levites, you know what I'm saying, the brothers from Haiti. We see what they do to them. Well, how they came in on them, you know what I'm saying, on the horseback and whooping them and all that shit, deporting them back to Haiti. All the way from Texas, you feel me? But what did Yahweh Shah say? They that hate the righteous shall be desolate, which means non-existent. The Lord redeemeth them, it's like it. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. And that's from the times of old age into the times of now, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't going to be out here with a lost cause, you know what I'm saying? You trust in the Lord, you trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, in this word of the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Them laws, statutes, and commandments. You're not going to be no lost cause out here. You're not going to be no walking zombie out here, no walking dead soul out here, not knowing what to do in the times of vengeance, because we've seen a little bit, but we ain't seen nothing yet, man, to be honest with you. That's why it says, the Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants. None of them that trust in him shall be desolate. You go to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And that's big out here, man. You're going to be tempted in their everyday life, man. With women, with you know, spending habits, you know what I'm saying? Other men out here maybe, you know, just give you that look or might say something, you know what I'm saying, here and there. And, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, he said, you know, we'll be protected. You know, calling his name, you'll be protected, but you're going to endure many temptations out here, man. And especially for us younger, everybody, but, you know, when you're younger in this truth, you know, my age or younger, you know, 15, 20, 25, you're going to be tempted at the most, man, because your whole generation is wicked. My whole generation is wicked. Starting with these females, man.
Sorry.
I know you will. It's lucky on that. Let's see. Like I was saying, my whole generation is wicked, man, and temptation is everywhere. You go to the store, it's temptation. At work, man, man, anything you do in this life, you're tempted. You know what I'm saying, to do unrighteous, which. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. That don't mean fall into temptation. That means prepare your soul, you know what I'm saying, for what's to come. Let's see, verse 2. Set thy heart aright. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Right, that's what we're here to do, man. We're here to constantly endure. Hold on.
Sorry.
Let's see. All right, back to. Let's see. We were at Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Right, man. And so that's how the whole point of. Oh damn! I thought the video froze. That's the whole point. You know, keeping it cool out here, and you know, when we do hit these times of affliction. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes, you know, whether it be minor or major, it can, you know, be heavy on your heart, heavy on your mind, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you sit down, you know what I'm saying, and you know why, you know, this judgment, Yahweh Shai's doings, and anything done by Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying, as far as the righteous men and women out here, you know, and like I said, it's only here to strengthen you. That's why it says, make not haste in time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't go looking for, you know, this, looking to do this, do that, man, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, what you need, you know, starting off is the word, you know what I'm saying? And it also says, set thy heart aright. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And that's what we waiting on, man. And in the new heaven and new earth, you know what I'm saying? That's what our increase is going to be. Oh, what's up? All right, I got you. That's what we waiting on, man. We waiting on our increase, you feel me? And that's why it says at that last end, because we are in this last generation, you feel me? Hold on, hold on 1 minute. Alright, let's see. We are at verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Right, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. You feel me? And that's what this world will do, keep you in a low estate, you know what I'm saying? Keep you in a low matter of mind, you feel me, because of all the afflictions that we go through. But you know what I'm saying, the things that we do have and the blessings that we do have, you know what I'm saying, whether it be little or great, you know, take those cheerfully, you know what I'm saying? And don't let your pride get to the side, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got all this, man, and I know ain't nobody having this out here, you know what I'm saying? Or because all them things could be taken from you just as soon as they were given to you, you feel me? For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And who are those acceptable men? The ones that's following his word, the righteous men. It says gold is tried in the fire, you feel me? And what does gold do? What does any metal do in the fire, man? It hardens, you feel me? It hardens. It starts off as liquid, you know what I'm saying? You put that heat on it, it hardens up, stiffens up, and now you got a solid metal core, you feel me? That's what Yahweh Shai doing to his army, to his portion. his portion of the righteous men out here, man. He harden us up, man. We gonna be motherfucking army. Like when you say army, I mean real life army out here, man. We gonna be fighting for the Lord and everything on that day. Not forever, you feel me? Cause that's where the new heaven and new earth comes in. So I don't think, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have to be fighting. Nah, it's only one day of judgment, you feel me? That's when the Lord gonna unleash his army, us, chariots, himself, wrath, man, Leviathan. A lot of people don't even know about that. Leviathan, come on now, that's a shit. You think that's fake? You better check out the movie Godzilla. Shit, they showing you right off. You know what I'm saying? You go to the book of Psalms chapter 4, start at verse 3. But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. Right, because he don't want no dumbasses out here. He don't want no unholy men out here. He don't want no adulterers. He don't want no dope fiends, you feel me? He don't want no motherfucking nigga who can't stop, you know what I'm saying, sipping syrup and popping pills and smoking weed all day, or, you know what I'm saying, no woman beater. He don't want none of that. He want those godly men. That's who he's chosen for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Verse 5, offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. Right, self-explanatory. Verse 8, and this was I skipped down to verse 8, but this was King David speaking, and he said, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Right. And the reason I wrote that down is because even I did that, you know. I'm like, man, amidst all the afflictions and all the trials and tribulations, could have just the regular old, you know what I'm saying, what they call Jake or nigga, sit down and, man, I don't have to spend this much money on the fucking car, man. I don't have to do this and that and this. Them niggas, they tell you, even the little rap niggas in their song, they tell you they have hard time sleeping at night. Why is that? Because they don't know the way. They don't know the word. They don't care about the word. They care about the world, okay? When you set yourself out of this world and get more into this word, that's where your peace come in at. That's where your safety come in at. That's where your peace, your safety, your knowledge, your wisdom. That's where your whole life comes. You know what I'm saying? That's where your whole righteous ways. That's where the actual living a life comes in there. You know what I'm saying? Turn into a man. That's where that comes in there. Because it says, I'm gonna read that again. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. And what's more beautiful than some good sleep? You feel me? For thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Not no gun, not no firearm. Not no anti-theft system in your house, you feel me? Not no bitch, you feel me? None of that. Only the Lord makes you dwell in safety. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says, we'll read that again, go back, it says, offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. That's what you gotta do out here, man. Not just you, me too, but everybody, you know what I'm saying? And ain't everybody gonna do it, but the ones that trust in the Lord, you know what I'm saying? We're going to receive that blessing in the end, and it's going to be beautiful, glorious. You're gonna, imagine, you know what I'm saying, you got your, man, these little NBA, I was just thinking this, like, man, we're going to be playing basketball and football, and, yeah, we're going to be doing all that in the kingdom. What is an NBA stadium for? NBA court, NFL stadium, for all that. I mean, that's going to be the size of a room for us. Yeah, you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do in the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? You know, righteous, you know what I'm saying? Man, you're going to be able to, man, go jogging if you want, you know what I'm saying? Go, man, you're going to be able to, what's done on, as in heaven as it is on earth, you feel me, man? So it's going to be glorious, it's going to be beautiful. But we're going to go to the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Who is his army? That chosen elect, chosen few. For his camp is very great. Right. And the Lord, you know, Yahweh Shai is already great. His chariots are already great in numbers. And when he built us up to our full potential in the millennium, we're going to be great. Everything about the truth is great. For he is strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. And what does that very terrible mean? Exactly what it sounds like. And who can abide it? It's very terrible, man. Day of destruction, day of death, day of basically the day of meeting your maker, you feel me? Blood, vengeance. Not for no reason. Don't think Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh just doing all this for no reason. It's a reason. Remember slavery, remember captivity. You know what I'm saying? For these other nations, what they did to us, as far as Israel, the 2/3. Remember going off. Remember trespassing the laws, transgression of the law. Remember the sins we committed. Remember all the little bullshit we done got into. That's why that day of destruction has come. And don't just think, oh, this heaven, oh, he just gonna destroy the earth and the heaven. And so what? Well, what after that? The new heaven and the new earth established under righteousness from Yahweh to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to the men of the chosen elect of Israel, to the women, to the children. You feel me? That's what we waiting on. There, verse 12. Therefore also, now saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. Right. And I even just decided, even after the Day of Atonement, which is a day of fasting, I'm like, I would rather just do that every Sabbath, afflict my soul. So I'm currently doing now, and it's going well. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have me a good ass meal as soon as I finish. Some what? Some mahi, some sweet potatoes, some rice, some motherfucking corn, green bean, all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But what am I doing now? Fasting and weeping and with mourning. Right? I'm taking the time out, afflicting my soul, reflecting on, you know what I'm saying, the affliction, reflecting on the afflictions, not letting them get to me. Cause shit, we gotta be hard body. You know what I'm saying? We the Lord's portion. We got to do what he say. Book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 8 and 9. Then we close out with that. Verse 8. Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servants. So will I do for my servants' sake, that I may not destroy them all. Right. And what it says on that little metaphor and that interpretation, the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, right? And that's what, you know what I'm saying, you got, that's why the Lord said in 1,000 men, I only found one righteous, you know what I'm saying, of that one righteous man, of that cluster of 1,000 men, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is seeking who? The righteous men. So why would he destroy the righteous among the unrighteous? He's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole covenant, between us and our forefathers. He wouldn't destroy us among the unrighteous for living righteous, because if that was the case, the motherfucker would be like, man, shit, I'm going to get destroyed anyways. I might as well do this and do that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a whole process. It's a whole process, you feel me? You on this earth, you abide by the rules and law of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Boom, new heaven and new earth, you get that blessing. And verse 9, and I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob. Just making sure the video didn't go off. I will bring forth a seed out of... Damn, it's a lot. I keep feeling like the video cutting off on me. Because I'm at 18 minutes. I'm damn near almost at the time. But let me get the last verse out. Isaiah chapter 65, verse 9. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains. And my elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. Okay? So Yahweh already having it to where he gonna set up his elect and his servants, which we're his servants, his chosen servants. He gonna set us up already in his dwelling place. How glorious is that, to be able to dwell amongst the throne of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, to be able to sit at the table, you know what I'm saying, and of counsel amongst Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, to be able to walk in those mountains, Mount Zion, you feel me? And no other mountains really come to mind, biblical mountains, but how glorious is that? That's glorious, man. No more suffering, no more pain. Not for Israel, for the other nations, yeah. But even them, they gonna even be uplifted as long as they come into, you know what I'm saying, the praise of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which meaning, will they receive the blessings that we receive by honoring and acknowledging Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, the new heaven and new earth? No, because Israel is the Lord's portion. But even these new nations, they ain't gonna have no choice but to submit to us. Either you submit to me, make my gardens, you know what I'm saying, and chop my trees and build my houses, you know what I'm saying, and shit, or you die. Simple as that. Or you get your ass beat, just like we had to do in slavery. That's why it says, he that leaveth into captivity shall be led into captivity. But, man, you know what I'm saying, that's the end of that lesson. I just wanted to bring that out. You know, going through going not temptation, but yeah, you can even say temptation. Going through the afflictions, you know what I'm saying, trials and tribulations that I've, you know, been through, especially in this little past month, you know what I'm saying. You know, I had them lower state times, them lower state moments, you know what I'm saying. But never angry, never sorrowful, you know what I'm saying. Never felt, you know what I'm saying, at a time that I couldn't do for myself. None of that, because like at the end of the day, I know I have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah on my side, and I know to keep pushing this truth, keep striving this truth, keep serving him. You know what I'm saying? Keep seeking that word from the elders. Study to show thyself prove, you know. Seeking the word for myself, you know what I'm saying? Seeking that good word, because it's all we got in these days, man. With that, I want to say, you know what I'm saying? Give all glory.